In the world of horseback riding and horse care, understanding the natural instincts of these animals is crucial to ensure their well-being. In this video, we will explore how to effectively incorporate the innate instincts of horses into their daily management. From creating environments that promote their natural behavior to providing appropriate stimuli, we will examine how to establish an enriching environment that respects their instinctive nature, thereby strengthening our connection with them. It is important to design environments that encourage natural equine behavior, setting up an equestrian space and carrying out management practices with characteristics similar to those of the natural environment, allowing horses to express their instincts. One way to achieve this is by placing forage on the ground during feeding time. In this way, the natural posture adopted by horses when grazing in the wild is imitated, promoting their digestive health, relaxation, and contraction of the muscles involved in the chewing process, jaw and neck muscles. With pasture or forage placed on the ground, the horse can more efficiently search for preferred forages through the locating action performed by their lips during ingestion. The design and organization of equine facilities should promote free movement, constant access to forage, and social interaction, thus replicating the natural conditions that horses would find in their wild environment. In this regard, one of the aspects to consider for the implementation of an equestrian center is adequate space per animal, especially in environments where the horse remains for most of the day, such as boxes. A sufficiently spacious box, with minimum dimensions of 7 meters in length by 7 meters in width, and ventilated will not only allow free movement but also prevent the concentration of unpleasant odors from the horse's urine and feces. In addition to construction considerations, proper management of an equine box involves constant cleaning and changes of bedding material, rice husk, straw, etc., being used. In this sense, some sports horse centers construct these environments to avoid the animal being socially isolated. In these centers, the design of equine boxes allows the animal to observe or interact with another horse located in an adjacent box. Taking advantage of the fact that horses are highly sensitive creatures, their environments should include appropriate stimuli to keep them mentally active and emotionally balanced. An enriched environment can prevent boredom and undesirable behaviors. The inclusion of new inanimate elements such as toys, balls, and tires is usually carried out both in indoor environments, box, and outdoor spaces, the arena where training sessions take place. By periodically including varied elements during training, sensory stimulation is achieved, as well as optimal cognitive development of the horse. Horse breeding carried out in breeding centers, such as that carried out in sports horse facilities, contrary to that carried out with animals that are part of the food industry, requires the active participation of the caretaker, either due to the need to enter the box successively for cleaning, bedding changes, placing implements such as coats, saddles, bandages, for training or rest, to provide support in treatments provided by a veterinarian, or for having to dedicate time to observing the horse's behavior. When done constantly, this generates a close connection between the animal and man, almost involuntarily, that is not observed in the breeding of any other domestic animal. However, despite our best efforts for quality horse breeding, unwanted behaviors may arise in horses. Therefore, it is advisable to explore practical strategies to address and solve these behaviors effectively and patiently, focusing on analyzing the underlying cause and implementing behavior modification techniques based on positive reinforcement. The inclusion of inanimate elements in equine spaces, on many occasions, is carried out due to the previous existence of behavioral disorders or stereotypies. Some of these behavioral alterations occur when the horse places its head against one of the corners of the box all the time. In other cases, the horse walks incessantly inside its environment, which reflects anxiety and causes it to lose energy. A very common misbehavior or stereotypy occurs when horses, nasal breathers, forced, by nature, attempt to breathe through their mouths by supporting their upper incisors against hard surfaces or edges of their box. In response, various solution strategies can be implemented, such as placing a muzzle or impregnating those support areas with odoriferous substances that generate a repellent effect. In this video, we have explored how to integrate the natural instincts of horses into their daily management to promote their physical, mental, and emotional well-being. From designing environments that reflect their natural habitat to providing appropriate stimuli. By implementing these practices into our daily routine, we strengthen our connection with these animals and offer them a more fulfilling and satisfactory life.